This is really the fighter and the kid.
Come on, baby.
You're a grandpa to 9.
Yeah.
You got 9 grandchildren and you're 56.
All right, let's introduce. It's Josh Wolf.
Josh
everybody.
Wolf, one of my favorite people.
The best.
And a great comic and a great human being.
You're at Cap City this weekend?
Cap City this weekend.
Cap City, great club, man.
Great club. I just talked to Mark Grossman yesterday. Great club. Great club. How are and you'll sell well there. That's great.
Yeah. I love, but I've always come to even the old Cap City. Remember that old room?
Yep.
I loved that old room. I like those
in the strip mall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like those
It's
long,
good,
kind of flat
Low
looking.
ceiling.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that shit.
It's a great. I love that place. I remember the old Cap Cities.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
Oh,
it was
God.
at a strip
Oh,
mall.
yeah.
The low
God, I
ceiling.
love that.
That place
A
I had
low
some
ceiling
sick
comedy
shows there.
club is where all of the energy
has nowhere to go.
comes flying.
I have
at
so
you.
many great memories of that.
Yeah.
And then there's opposite because when you do San Antonio, it's like the ceilings. It's like
Crazy.
Freaking.
In that place in Minneapolis in the mall.
The Mall of America.
Mall of America.
It's just a little. It's a little cavernous.
The first time I went, the manager was like, "Hey, you ever played here?" And I said, "No." And he was like, "Just so you know," he said, "unless this place is sold out, a lot of times you'll see them laughing, you just won't hear them." And I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
They're right in front of me. And he goes, "Yeah, but
That was a club where a guy had a seizure in my front row, a seizure, and I mean mass exodus, just what the ambulance stretcher. That's the end of that show, But yeah, you're right. If it's not packed, and even if it is, it's
Those laughs escape.
It's just
we had a woman. I do a residency. I live in Vegas. I have a residency there.
That's fucking right. You live in Vegas now, dude.
And this woman passed out of her. You know that noise a head makes when it hits something that
thunk. You hear from toddlers a lot.
Yeah. When they fall without their hands.
And you're like, he's for sure concussed.
Oh God.
She fell, thunk, and it made that noise where even in the middle of the show, everyone was like,
you know what's up. Yeah.
Oh my fucking God.
Bleeding from the brain. Yeah.
And then when she got up, it's so funny when people get up and I'm like, they're like, "I'm fine." And you look at them and they have like I'm like, "No, you're not.
You're not fine."
Dude, I was at the rodeo with my family and there's this little kid and like overalls couldn't be more country. But the dad has him standing on the top of the bleachers. And you can tell he's probably 5 or 6.
Oh, Christ.
He's kind of
I
like
get
this.
so nervous,
And
dude.
I'm just like, if I could just, do you mind if I touch the kid? I'm not.
Yeah.
Do you mind?
Not touch the kid,
The
but
dad's
touch the
like,
kid.
he's fine. He got it. I'm like, all right, kid.
What a surprise! What a surprise!
And I was like, I was mad at the dad. I'm like, you fucking idiot. The kid's crying. And then dad's like, he's fine. I'm like, you want ice or something? He's like, no, he's fine. And then the kid for the rest of the rodeo, he was just a bunch of energy. Rest of the rodeo just.
Yeah, man.
Clearly.
Yeah, kids can cuss.
Yeah.
Hey,
He was just
dad.
staring at-
shitty dad of the year.
You're just staring at the horses like.
But
The dad like, you good, boy?
how many times were you concussed in high school football and nobody gave a fuck?
Oh, dude.
A million?
Oh,
Well, you
my
might have
God.
given people concussions.
But I got them too at college too. They used to call it getting your bell rung. And then I was the guy, because I was fullback and I was the wedge buster on kickoff too. So I remember going to film study on like Sunday. They'd be like, all right, let's watch Schaub get fucked up here. Everyone was like, yeah. And then even then I'm like, this can't be good. Like I'm known as the meathead.
No concussions in baseball, though.
Dude,
You know what I'm saying?
Zero. Although the kid this past weekend the pitcher took a straight hard line drive to the throat.
Yeah.
No.
Stud pitcher, his name's Hill. He's throwing heat. Like they're like 9 and 10 throwing like 58, 60 at this
That's
age.
so insane.
That's at 60 feet, right?
Yeah.
They're
It's
not on
insane.
the full field yet.
No, not in full field. I mean, throwing heat. Foo, foo, ting, coo. He's like, goes to the ground. I'm like, again, Texas dads. You all right? Get on up now. Get on up. Breathe, son. Get on up. And I was like, oh my God. Like I'm Colorado kid. I'm like, oh my God, is he all right? And the dad's like, don't touch him. Don't touch him. And he's like, breathe, son. And he's pitched the rest of the game.
That
I'm
is
like,
a different.
oh, they're just.
Stud.
It's a different
Rub some
mentality.
dirt on it.
But dude, you look great. You're on, and you two got this in common. I've been on it for a
testosterone.
hot second.
Yeah.
It's my first week.
We're the TRT Boys.
We're the
What
TRT
a
Boys.
good new boy band.
Yeah,
Now-
TRT Boys.
TRT?
Oh, what's up?
Oh my God.
Dude,
ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for TRT.
They can't dance and they can't sing, but they are TRT boys.
No rhythm either.
No rhythm.
But they got energy.
Yep. The guy on the left is Jewish, and the guy in the middle is Samoan.
The oldest dudes with the smallest nuts.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, your nuts.
My nuts haven't shrunk up.
You haven't been on long enough.
Oh, okay.
Eventually, your nuts go, I think our work here's done.
Yeah,
They fold up shop.
Really?
They're going back to their original home.
Yeah. Mine are like the size of like small grapes.
Are they?
Yeah.
Well, you're taking a lot. I'm not taking a lot. I'm taking very little.
But I have to tell
But
you,
why did you get on it? Because you've always been shredded.
We were
'Cause
just talking about
usually
this.
when people like start to lose like the definition, the muscle, and like lose some weight, that's when guys are like, I should probably do something.
it wasn't anything the way I looked, honestly. Thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah,
Thanks,
I
Jim.
don't
It
know
has
whose dick that is. That's a baby dick. So
That is not great. Doesn't make your dick shrink,
that's
though.
a tiny dick. Whose dick is that?
Yeah, that's a tough look.
That's a tough look. That looks like a child's dick. So
Honestly, it looks like a thumb.
yeah.
it
Big
does.
balls on the left though.
It looks like Brett Favre's dick.
Yeah.
His dick looked like
Crocs? Yeah. I love that guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Legend.
kept that dick pic. It's the only dick pic I've kept on my phone, but it made me laugh. I'm like, this dude, it looks like a thumb with no nail.
Yeah, he's awesome.
It's
But
tough.
who convinced you to do TRT?
Honestly, it had nothing to do with the way I looked. It had to do with I love working out, man. It's like I have an addictive personality, and so if I don't get to the gym, it's
You're a
not good for
nightmare.
me.
Yeah.
So, but my workouts were, and my recovery was
Just dragging.
Yeah, dude. But after that first half hour, I was like, I don't got it.
Yeah.
Especially the recovery. That's when you're like, dude, what the hell's going on?
I couldn't walk up the stairs in my fucking house after leg
Yep.
day. So I was like, I'm going to try this. Plus, I travel a lot. You know,
That beats you up. People don't realize it. Like flying a
Sleep
lot,
and all that.
Getting out
Plus
of your
you're-
routine.
And when you're touring, you're doing. For me, like I would work out, and then I'd be on stage for at least 2.5 hours a night, and I found myself for the first time being really tired.
Yeah.
In the middle of shows.
Yeah.
Like as in, like I'd do my first show, and I was like, I don't want to go out there. I'm tired. And then by the end of it, I was like, oh, I'm going home. And once I got on TRT, I literally don't have that anymore. I have that energy again.
B, how
at
long have I
night.
been telling you?
I
There's
know.
some weird taboo thing with TRT. Be like, oh, steroids. Like, no. Let's say you're deficient in vitamin D.
Yeah.
And you go to the doctor and they're like, hey, we did the blood work. Your vitamin D's so low.
Yeah.
Okay, we're just going to get it back to optimal levels.
Yes.
That's the same thing as testosterone,
so
but it's
wait-
way more important.
Why did you get on?
Ways to Well got deep in it. So Ways to Well, like Denise was like, she goes, look, your overall high testosterone is high, but you got to look at your free testosterone. You got to look at what's available. You got to look at your sex binding hormone, your sex hormone binding globule, which is when you get older, especially if you're Mediterranean descent, it's higher and it sucks up all the testosterone.
Yeah, it's not
so if you look at,
utilizing it.
if you understand somebody who really understands the endocrine system, she was like, I'm just telling you, I'm not telling you to do it. There are other things you can do. I go, well, let's just do it. Let me see what happens.
Yeah.
And boom, boom.
Yeah, with Ways to Well, like I've been on TRT for
What's Ways
so
to Well?
long. Ways to Well is it's like a peptide clinic, health clinic. It's close to here.
It's a health clinic.
If you want to
They do
go,
everything.
can definitely
They
send
do
you.
I
everything.
do because I want to get into these peptides.
Got you. Say less. I got you. My boy, bring him. We'll connect you after this. It's close to here.
Really?
But because I was on TRT forever, dude. When I retired, first thing I was like, "Where's the testosterone?"
But how come? How come you? Because you've always been a big dude.
Yeah,
so
but
how-
training as much.
Yeah, but I think energy, especially once I started having kids, like keeping up with those critters, and then really just energy. Like this morning, like now I'm good. Like this morning, my baby girl woke me up at 3:30, and once I'm up, I'm up. There's no
Really?
Let me go give her ya, and then
Oh, you can't go back to bed?
No.
If Billy wakes me up at 2, 3, that's all right.
What?
That's so I've been up since 3. I'm good, baby.
Yeah.
I'm fucking great.
Yeah.
I'll go from here. I get 2 shows. I gotta do this workout that they gotta film, and then I'll take Tiger to practice. I'll be on my feet for 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
I'll go home. I'm good, dude. I'm good. But my thing is with TRT, this is where the taboo comes from. There was bro science. So I was doing like, you say you're doing 5, I was doing like 12.
Whoa.
Correct.
Wait,
and I was
12
like,
what?
12
Jesus.
things.
How much are
units.
you doing?
I do a total of 80 milligrams a week. So I do that much in the syringe in the
8 IUs.
like every other day.
So I was doing, but my thing is I was doing 12 because this is where the bro science comes in. I just got a prescription from some random dude that made it happen, this random doctor. Jesus. No one did my blood work. So I was doing all that stuff. I wasn't feeling great. My libido was shot. I had all these issues.
You also had a little bit of
so then when I went to Ways to Well, they actually did blood work and broke it down. Like, first of all, you're doing way too much. Like, this is why you're feeling like this. And then added some peptides. Your boy's cooking now, dude.
Yeah, you got to do it with the supervision of a doctor. First thing I asked you, because a lot of people just do it on their own. I'm like, hold it. You got to look at your levels and have somebody who really knows what the fuck they're doing, because it's a very delicate process.
I am going to do what you suggested, though, which is break it up. I just put it
Microdosing is really good, because what happens is, so every other day, I'll do like a very small amount, because you don't get these spikes. You don't get this like high. So if you take Cypionate, some people do it, but I'm saying, for somebody my age, like they were telling me, just try to microdose.
So everyone should, because if you do 5 or whatever is 8 IUs all at once, your testosterone goes whoop, and then throughout the week it's going back down. Yeah. So by Saturday, Sunday, you're like, oh man. But by breaking it up, then you're constantly like this.
When my doctor said that I was going to have increased libido, and I told my wife, she was like, well, I want you to know I'm not on testosterone. So
those days are over.
Yeah, she was like, you're going to figure out what you're going to do with that. But I think the quote she said was hard pass and a flaccid pass.
Yeah.
Pass.
Yeah, no.
She's like, I'm passing on that.
My wife is 23 years younger. And when I say I woke up this morning with a dick that would blunt a cat's claw, if a cat came and attacked my dick, the cat would come out with blunt claws. That's how hard it was.
You've never really had a problem with your wiener.
I never have, but it's extra. It's teenage hard.
It's extra.
I mean, I'm
18. How's your wife feel? Does
she feels good.
See, but I have this buddy, I won't say who, I don't want to give away, but so his wife was constantly taking naps, not waking up for the kids, like not, just no energy, just kind of a bummer to be around. And so my wife was like, man, you should probably get your blood work checked out. So we sent her to Ways to Well. She does her blood work and they're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, it's not only for guys, your testosterone, there's 0. Yeah. And it's important for women too. Like, it's 0.
I'm going to have her get tested.
Yeah. So, and then she did this. Dude, her husband was like, buddy, you saved our marriage.
God.
Like, she's a different person.
He's like, all hormones, right?
Yeah, it's all hormones. And he's like, I had no clue about any of this. He's like, since she's done it, it's like we've gone back 20 years.
Do they have to balance the estrogen also?
They do all of that.
They do all that.
Progesterone,
but it's such a minuscule amount for women.
Yeah.
I mean, she has a huge cock now, but
her
energy's there.
I mean, she can put her clit.
Dude, you're right.
And you're right about
but her energy's there. You're right about the testosterone for women, which I didn't know.
Yeah, super important.
They will manipulate that, because women, if you're really healthy, you have a certain level of testosterone as well as progesterone. It's a balancing act, right? But to your point, like, if your hormones are off, you are fucked. And most people are walking around, they don't get enough sleep, they don't eat right, they got stress, all these things. That's already throwing things off. Then with age, then,
But then also, when your testosterone's low, like, your immune system's shot, so you get sick more.
Yes.
Like, it's so important.
Yes. I'm really interested as to how it's going to change my body, because I've always been kind of jacked.
Yeah, it's me sick.
I've always been.
You'll probably put on a little weight. Like, I've put on maybe so far 3 pounds.
But in your dick.
Just in your tummy.
And just in my tummy.
I've seen it.
Just in
your tummy. You have some love handles now?
No.
They call them TRT love handles.
No, I don't have.
Just kidding.
Okay.
That'll be your name in the group.
TRT
Love handles.
Love handles, yes.
I got a little pimple on my neck, and I'm so paranoid of staph. And I was like, I have staph. And they're like at the studio.
Ingrown hair.
They go, it's an ingrown hair.
Yeah.
Or you're taking TRT and you're getting pimples. I was like, what the fuck?
You jump right to staph?
Right away.
Jesus. He's like,
I'm
it's
so
cancer.
afraid of it.
Like, all right, take it easy.
That's what you're afraid of?
Well, because staph's no joke, and so I'm rolling around a lot, and I'm just always worried about it.
But I'd be, if you're seeing the benefits from TRT, like, there's so many beneficial peptides too. It's wild. And when you go to Ways to Well, you're like, what? There's shit for
Can I just
that?
say where I noticed it? Like, I know it sounds without, but like, my hand speed. I know it sounds weird, but like when I was hitting mitts, when I posted that thing, like the difference in, like, I was hitting mitts and I did a video, somebody took it and I was like, I was so slow. And then I was just slower. I was just fucking, and I took after TRT. Like I feel like my hands are like I'm just stronger. I'm
Sounds
faster.
like we need to send some Gina Carano's with. Just kidding. Love her. Yeah, she looks slow on the minute.
Oh, she does. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know.
Well,
Is she fighting again?
She went in Ronda May 14th.
Well, how old are they? She's older than
She's
Ronda, right?
39.
No, she's 40.
Okay.
She's over 40.
Is Ronda also over 40?
Ronda might be 39, 38.
I think she's 39.
Is
43.
that a fight you're interested in watching?
Yeah, I'm a degenerate, so I'll watch bums fight off 6th Street.
Well,
and
dude,
break
I'll
it
watch.
down.
I'll watch bums fight.
Yeah, me too. And I'll break it down.
Yeah,
like if his left hand a little higher, but but yeah, I'll watch that. Yeah. The card overall, they just announced a full card. The card's good.
Pluto TV has thousands of free movies and TV shows.
You swear?
If I'm lying, I'm dying.
This is the mindset.
Free.
This is the mantra.
Free.
This is the mindset.
With movies like Titanic, Dreamgirls, and Gladiator.
Are you not entertained?
And TV shows like Survivor, SpongeBob SquarePants, The Fairly Odd Parents, and Ghosts. Pluto TV is always free. Huzzah! Pluto TV. Stream now, pay never.
Like, what is? I remember Gina fighting early on.
Oh, dude, she hasn't fought in 15 years.
Yeah. So is that?
She's been doing movies. Ronda should be a minus 4,000
Because of her
What?
wrestling. beat?
Yeah.
Get the fuck
Because of
out
her
of
wrestling
here.
or what?
Yeah, she's gonna.
Is that the only reason she's taking the fight?
Probably
Because
good
she's
reason.
minus 4,000?
Yeah, probably good. Like they offered me a fight, and the fight was very tough. Like you offered me. This is like a few months ago. I'm like, well, buddy, come on, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
But if I was a minus 4,000, I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it.
Who would be a guy without? You could probably maybe name some names. I say okay. I got look. Brennan, $2 million.
Okay.
$2 million.
Flat fee.
Flat fee.
You offered Conor Ben 15.
Let me go through some. Okay, how much you want?
I'm more famous.
All right, you want $5 mil?
I mean, 50,
Hey!
Who are they offering?
I'm
50
taking
mil?
my. I'm
This
taking
random
my 30%.
boxer.
Yeah, Conor
50?
Ben.
Zuffa boxing offer him 15 mil for 1 fight.
Yeah, Conor Ben's
I'm more
exciting and.
Yeah, I'm more famous. though. So I gotta stand by.
And
Okay, hold on.
all due respect, there are people who would be like, I would like to see Brendan maybe
Yes.
get right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So that would
I'm
that
only
would get
giving
a
you.
lot of
I'm giving you
eyeballs.
$5 mil.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
giving you $5 mil after taxes. We got $3 mil in the bank. Okay.
Okay.
Pretty nice. Now,
Yeah, that's nice.
now I'm gonna go
Yeah.
through some names. Don't get.
Be realistic though.
I'm
Don't
going
be
to.
like Chuck Liddell.
I'm going to, and I'm going to, and I want you to just relax. Alistair Overeem. Now,
Is there drug testing?
there is
Because
not.
neither one of us can pass.
There is not. There is.
we both tested high.
Yeah, there is no drug testing.
There's no drug.
There's
Yeah,
no
I'd fight
drug
Alistair over him. Yes.
You would?
Yes.
Okay, that's right.
He went like vegan too for a while. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm in.
Okay. So you're in for
Looking
Alistair.
Pretty good right there though.
His
Yeah.
head is massive.
Yeah, he's looking pretty jacked.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah, who's next?
Yeah, keep going.
Okay.
What about one of the Diaz brothers?
I'm gonna say.
No,
it. I'm
I
gonna.
wish.
I'm gonna say it.
I'd fight both of them.
I'm gonna say it. Brock Lesnar.
No fucking.
Now hold on.
Absolutely.
You
Yeah.
what?
Fuck yes.
Yes,
You know how
he
many
would.
eyeballs that we get?
He would do it 100%.
Yeah, but you know how many eyeballs you might leave with?
Nah, I don't know.
What's he gonna do? Knock me out?
I don't know.
I don't
can't
think so.
box.
He can't box.
No, you'd be
He's such
surprised.
a big dude.
He's a big dude.
Yeah, big
and he's
dude.
older. I would do it.
But you know who's got really good jujitsu? That guy. Real good jujitsu.
How big do you think Brock Lesnar is compared?
Very
to
big.
300.
But you know, he's Bam Bam. He's a strong boy.
Oh, dude.
I'm every bit of 250 right
He's
now.
a strong boy though.
I've seen
and
him
his
rep out
jujitsu
those-
is a problemo. So
God, he's looking jacked.
no, he's a nightmare. he's a nightmare. You're very nervous. Hey, Bubba,
Is that recent?
We're all nervous. We're all very nervous. We're
so
all
big?
very nervous.
Yeah.
It's not fun. 'Cause
Yeah,
he's
that
jacked out of his
is-
mind. But my guess is
I
your
would do that.
cardio's better, Bubba.
Well, yeah, cardio's way
Right?
better.
Your cardio's
stand-up's
better.
way
He's
He's
gonna
going to run
Standard's
right
better?
at you, right?
Yes.
That's what's going to happen?
Yeah, there's no like mystery of what he's gonna do.
He's going to try.
Which that would be
He's also
ideal.
48.
I know. That'd
So I
be
like the
ideal.
fight. I like the fight.
I like the fight.
Okay.
So, in your mind, you got to survive the first how many minutes?
Probably 3 minutes with him.
Yeah, and then Brock's got a problem because
Yeah.
he's got very good cardio.
Yeah.
And his jiu-jitsu is a problemo. So you know, it's
pretty
going to be
It would be more than $5 million to fight Brock.
What's that?
You got to pay me more than $5 million because they would probably pay him if it was like MVP, like Netflix.
But I'm saying
they're paying
five.
him like 40.
I'm saying five because I
You can't pay him 40.
But if I give you
5.
40, you're going to play everything. You're going to fight everybody, right?
What if we send you to Japan and do one of those 5-on-1 fights?
Oh, that'd be cool.
I would love to see that.
I
with
got like medieval
5 little
gear on and
Asian
shit.
dudes
Yeah,
running
that'd be
around?
sick.
How about would you run it back with Andre Arlovsky?
Man, he's active. I wouldn't.
He's
fight
active.
Him,
He's
I wouldn't
active.
fight him in bare knuckle. I'd fight him in MMA.
Yeah, he's active though, isn't he?
On
Yeah.
like a Netflix card, I would do it.
Yeah.
Again, can't test me.
When's the last time? How long has it been since you fought?
I retired in. Shit, it's been 11 years.
Damn, that's a lot of miles on that body.
Does it, like, 11 years removed from getting punched in the face? Is that something that you would have to be like, I'm gonna have to feel this?
Oh yeah. Like they couldn't be like, hey, you got a 2-month notice. I'm like, no. I need 8 months to get back on track. At least make it presentable.
Yeah.
And then things have to come to a whole. Like, I'm probably missing some practice. Like I coach my kids baseball and football. Like I don't know if it's worth it.
Man, when Andre was young, he looked amazing in 2000. I remember seeing him in person. I was at that fight.
It's a tough gig, dude.
Dude, I remember
I
the
wasn't.
first time I got punched in the face in a fight. I was like, yeah, I don't like this.
Nobody does.
This is not. This
Andre
is
had
not for
cancer,
me.
Bubba?
Yeah.
What do you have? What kind of cancer?
I don't know.
I forgot. We talked about it too.
What is it?
He beat it though.
What? You beating 2024 him?
He's had cancer twice?
I think 3 times or something. Yeah, 3 times.
3-time
Yeah,
cancer.
he kept
survivor.
coming back. Tumor removed from his kidney.
Holy
kidney.
shit.
Yeah, that's not
Kidney
good.
cancer. Jesus.
If you're going to get a cancer, that's the cancer to get, actually.
They
Kidney
can remove
cancer?
it.
That's not good. That's not good at all.
That is 3 times as
How's life in Vegas, brother?
my guy.
Hot.
It's not hotter than here. Are you? So for 3 months,
So first of all,
you're in a desert.
it's dry heat though,
Yeah.
and it's way easier.
So
our
much
heat,
easier.
Bubba, our heat.
Not even
make
close.
no mistake.
I don't think it's
sucks.
shit. I don't think it's shit.
so I don't like humid at all.
I don't like this.
I don't like it at all.
Oh, I like humidity.
No.
don't.
But Vegas, dude, I'm telling you, the best kept secret about Vegas is the weather.
Yeah.
So 3 months a year, it's rough. But I lived in the fucking valley.
That's what I'm saying. See,
So there were 3 months of the year where I didn't go outside either.
that's the point. Everyone goes, get ready for that Texas heat. I'm like, man, the valley was 106,
The valley was
108
brutal
for
and heavy.
45 days straight at
Yeah,
least.
dude, heavy.
And hot.
Vegas. So we were at 70 degrees last week.
Yeah.
75
Yeah.
degrees.
It's beautiful.
It's fucking.
It's gonna be 88.
And you like
It's
living
gonna be
there,
88
right?
today.
What's that?
You like living there.
I love it. Listen, man, I like being removed.
Yeah.
I don't need to be in it anymore. I got my residency there, so I get 2 nights a week in town where I just drive down and fuck around and do whatever.
And
I
where are you
want.
doing that at?
At Kimmel's.
Oh, sick.
Dude, it's
Do you
so
go to
the-
Wise Guys too?
I don't do Wise Guys because Kimmel's has me there. But
Oh,
Sundays and
gotcha.
Mondays, it's just me and Lunel. So I do my show, she does
And
her
do
show.
they pack it in?
Yeah, dude, it's great.
Great.
It's and the thing about Vegas, man, is that when people are like, I don't like Vegas, I'm like, well, then you don't like anything because
Yeah,
everything
They
is
have
there.
everything. You
Well,
have
it's the same when people are like, oh, LA, Hollywood. It's like, yeah, bitch, I don't live in Hollywood.
Yes.
Like, that's it'd be like, I don't like Austin because of 6th Street. Like, no
goes
one,
there?
no one in Austin's going to 6th Street. Like, the
it-
suburbs are amazing.
It's like if you when you were living in LA, if somebody was like, "Hey, let's go to Universal City Walk," you'd be like, "Yeah, call me when you leave."
Absolutely not. Yeah.
I'm never
No,
fucking
hell
going
no,
there.
Never.
I'd go to the Strip twice a week for my shows. My wife's been out of town shooting a movie, so I'll go down and gamble every now and then because I take some mushrooms and go down there. But the food is fucking next level.
Yeah, there's good restaurants.
next level.
Next level.
Your kids are older, but also good school systems out there too.
But also, buddy, like, have you either one of you been to the Sphere yet?
No.
I drove by it.
Fuck.
You went to it?
Oh man.
To the Eagles or some shit?
Dude, am I 90?
I don't know, man.
the fucking
I
Eagles?
I don't know who else was there.
I went and saw Zach Brown there.
Oh, I love Zach Brown.
The Eagles.
I don't know who else had residency there, though, you know?
Everybody.
Yeah.
I
Pick
went and saw
anybody else.
I went and saw The Dead. Fucking amazing. I'm going to go see Metallica.
Oh, I would love that.
And I'm going to go see Backstreet Boys.
Oh, that'd be fun.
that's-
too.
Come on,
Okay.
dude.
I know all their songs.
Wait,
Oh,
is Justin
come
Timberlake going to be part of it or
That's
no?
not the Backstreet
Hey, Boomer.
Boys.
Hey,
Get
Boomer.
The
Who is
fuck.
he? In excess?
Jump off.
excess.
Jump
you. Hey.
Jump off the balcony.
NSX.
Jump off the balcony head
NSYNC,
first.
Boomer.
he,
Fuck, dude.
he was in sync. That's who he
Yeah,
was. Okay.
God.
Backstreet Boys are who?
Back.
I don't know. I know who they are, but I don't listen to that because I'm a straight man and I'm a
But you
man.
should know, though.
No, I know, but they're like
No,
a
you
boy
don't, though.
band.
You-
I don't like their music.
Oh, no,
Bye,
there's
bye.
some slappers.
You
That's
don't
NSYNC.
think Backstreet Boys has some good songs?
Back.
Are you just saying that because you're
All
on
right.
testosterone and your
No,
dick's
no,
hard?
I don't. I think it's terrible. I don't like that kind of music. Really.
What kind of music? Good music?
It's
Happy
too,
music?
No, it's too canned. It's a little too.
What?
I'm an artist, guys.
What? Give me. What do you listen to? What do you listen to?
I mean,
Jethro Tull.
You don't listen. You don't
I'm
listen to
a
ton of
tall,
music,
I'm a
right?
tall freak.
You don't listen.
I love the flute. If the flute's not in the fucking
Doesn't
music,
electric
I'm not going to
flute?
listen to the
I'm
flute.
in.
If there's no
But
flute,
you don't listen to a ton of music. I only listen to music when my kids are in the car. Otherwise, I'm listening to podcasts.
yeah, me too.
I
my
never
wife,
listen to
my wife
music.
is a music girl. She listens and she always has music in the house.
Buddy, I don't know if you can relate to this when your son's playing baseball. When I'm driving at 7 a.m. to a game, dude, it's fucking Metallica, Rage Against the Machine,
Oh, yeah.
Eminem.
How great, by the way, dude, is watching your kid play baseball?
Best thing on the planet.
So Jacob Wolf, my son, was a phenomenal.
Really?
Dude, can I tell you? So
Don't you hate to interrupt you? Don't you think because he's good, it makes the experience better?
Yes.
Like there's some dads where their kids just don't have, it, and you're like, we're not having the same experience.
no. Jacob,
Yeah.
at 9 years old, I'll remember this forever, man. I had to pull him off first base crying because it was the first time he had ever gotten out.
Oh my god. He just didn't.
And I was like, dude, you're out. He was like, what? And I'm like, yeah, you have to come back to the bench.
What do you mean?
Yeah, he was
Well, it's baseball, so there's 3 outs. You're one of them.
I'm always on base, and like
Yeah.
you actually
This time.
Yeah,
Bubba.
you're out.
Yeah.
He couldn't
Wow.
fucking.
You know, I went.
It was amazing.
My wife and I went to see a friend of mine, and his son was playing lacrosse, and my wife was laughing so hard because his son was running away from the ball and was running. He would run straight up. He looked like he
He
was
just doesn't have it?
He looked like he was barefoot on pebbles.
He just doesn't have it?
He didn't have it, and the ball would be there right there, and he would go like this. She was dying, and he's like, "All right, come on, Toby, let's go, Toby."
I don't know what that's like.
No, that's
Baseball.
So were you coaching too?
Oh yeah.
Is it the best, dude? What's up, Daddy? What's up, dude?
So your son played for how long?
He
played all-
played until he was a sophomore, and then he moved to a school that just didn't have baseball.
And were you guys were playing in the Valley?
Yeah, we were in the Valley, and he didn't want to do
The travel
Honestly, he
ball
didn't want to
thing?
do the travel.
I get it,
So
dude.
what? To what?
It's a lot, dude. It's a lot.
A lot.
He's gone all day, dude. He's gone. He's literally for 12 hours. He's outside on a Saturday and
Saturday
Sunday.
and Sunday.
Here's the truth.
Oh, and then practice 4 times a week.
I just Jacob was like, "Did you have travel ball?" And I said, "When I was growing up, no, our parents didn't like us that much. They weren't
Facts. Never.
But if my dad had been like, "You want me to drive an hour and sit on a field for 6 hours while you play 3?" I have shit to
Yeah, my
do.
dad would be like, get the
Get
fuck out."
fucked.
Yeah.
Unless you're going to be the greatest
It's
baseball
such a business now.
Yeah.
That's the. And
But
it's
so
also-
B, what is the correlation between size and skill in terms of when?
right now it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Until they hit puberty.
So
you
when
really
they do
don't-
hit puberty,
until you hit puberty, you don't know what
need
they
some
got.
size though to play in the majors. Or-
No,
You-
not in baseball.
The
More
thing
technique
about
than anything.
baseball, and I don't know about the other sports, but the kids like there was an Armenian kid I grew up with who had a mustache when he was 11, and he dominated, but he never grew past
Until
that.
Yeah.
So you just don't know until
So like
everybody
the
sizes
really so you'll tell a team like, especially we went in Houston, it's like the top 20 teams in the nation.
Yeah.
And you see the coach literally was like, I'm taking all the kids that hit puberty. We're going to dominate you
Yeah.
little bitches that have it. And they're throwing 60, 65 change ups, fucking curveball splitters. It's like,
cheat
cool.
code.
Enjoy it for now.
Yeah.
Because once these kiddos hit that,
we'll
you're
catch
fucked.
up. We'll catch up. Yeah.
I explain it to Tiger all the time. I'm like, buddy, it's all good. Because he struggled. These kids were fucking pitching Heat, top 20 teams in the nation.
But it's good for them to.
It's good to a certain extent. Like, you just want all failure.
Yeah.
But also, once you go to travel ball, it takes away the innocence.
Yes.
It's no longer just about fun.
Yeah.
Now it's super competitive.
It's such a bummer, though.
It's like my son has anxiety when he pitches.
It's a bummer.
And I'm like, I never had that till I was like in college. Dude.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't good.
But baseball for me, out of all the sports,
By far the best.
the best one. And it's the best one to go watch. You're outside. It's good weather. You're not in a gym in the winter
Yep.
or a rink in the winter. I mean, you remember, did you go to play hockey at all?
Wrestling.
The skates were like at 5 a.m.
Yep.
to get a
Fuck
ring.
that.
It was a fucking, when Jacob was like, I had to tell him, he was like, I want to play hockey. I'm like, you're going to have to get yourself there. You think I'm getting up at 4 to get you a rink by 5?
Nightmare.
0% chance. But
There's
baseball,
no
it's
way.
great weather. You're outside. It was my favorite sport to coach and to
best.
watch him play
The best.
and all that shit.
I freaking love it, dude.
Is your son good?
Yeah.
What's his thing?
It's both of them. So my oldest, Tiger, his thing. So he
Are they huge?
Tiger's massive. Yeah, he's 109
Oh, dude.
pounds. He's 10.
Dude.
What?
Just a big kid.
Dude, he's a beast.
He had like a 260-foot home run.
He's got a neck this thick. He's got traps. It's so weird.
He's just he's athletic, big kid.
Do you got him working out?
Oh yeah. I got my 6-year-old working.
TRT yet?
No, we're thinking about it. For sure, peptides. Yeah. But the cheat code is obviously Tiger's this beast, super strong, can hit the ball a million miles. But then the younger brothers used to playing with the older kids. So the younger one's such a monster.
Mm-hmm.
Like, his fundamentals are crazy.
Jeez.
For 6, crazy. Like, I coach his team. He's the only kid. Really, there's not too many kids even on Tiger's travel ball team. But he's 6, playing, in the upper division. Like, last year when we first got there, they put him with the 8U team because he was dominating the 5-year-olds.
Come on.
So he's 5 playing with 8. So now he's on like the 6U. The better kids, they do tryouts for 5 and 6-year-olds now.
No
There's
fucking
tryouts.
way.
There's tryouts. Because there's NL and AL. The AL is first timers, kids that want to see if it's for them. The NLs are kids that can cook. So he's prep stepping at 6, dude. And I don't have to tell him to do this. Literally prep stepping, talking about turning 2. I'm like, Bubba, I like where your head's at.
Yeah.
There's no turning 2. Because that kid at first base is going to shit his pants if you throw the ball that hard, dude. There's no turning 2.
What
so
does
stop
turn 2
saying
mean?
turning 2.
What does turn 2
He'll play second base. He'll field the ball, step on second, get the kid out and go for a double play and throw it to first. And he throws so hard, the kid's like, dude, what the fuck? I'm like, you got to quit saying turning 2 for me. It's freaking everybody out. They're 6, dude.
You're freaking everybody out with your genetics.
Yeah, they're looking for their Capri Sun and their orange slice.
Yeah, that kid's staring at the sun, and you're talking about turning
See, as a
2.
regular guy, I remember playing baseball, and some of those standout kids, this kid Mike Gomez, like, he ended up playing, I think, semi-pro. And when I remember, I was 9, and I remember he was a pitcher. And I remember going, I can't see that ball. Also, I'm afraid of that. Also, I'm afraid.
But here's what's crazy about Texas sports is, like, yesterday, like, Tiger pitches and we go to the field early. I mean, him warm up before he warms up with the team. That's just our thing. We talk and throw the ball back and forth. And the coach, he's on another team, the Mustangs, play for the Mustangs, but they have all sorts of age group. He comes over and he's telling teaching him some technique he should do. And I'm like, holy fuck, dude. That guy pitched in 2 World Series. He's the all-time leading strikeout leader for, I think, the Texas Rangers. Like, superstar, like Hall of Famer.
Crazy.
And he's teaching Tiger. And I look over, and the head guy, coach at University of Texas, he's like a legend in the area. He's the head of the Mustangs, Josh Sanders. He took kids from 6-year-olds to 16. And out of the 11 kids, I think 9 got drafted in MLB.
Oh
Dude,
my God.
So it's like there's I just look out, and the coaching in Texas is bananas.
When I was growing up, and we all played 3 sports, none of us just played 1. But even because I'm sure the fields here are pristine, right?
Yeah.
Dude, they were dicey.
So dicey.
Like
Dirt.
the ball,
Dirt.
Oh my God, you never knew where the ball was going to jump. And honestly, like, the people who umpired the games were drunk.
Yeah. No one's into it.
No.
There's barely anybody in the
Nobody's
stands.
putting money. Nobody's putting money into
It's a different animal now.
How many kids do you have now?
I have 3 kids.
Okay, you only have 3.
I have 3 kids, yeah.
You have total 3?
Total of
For some
3.
reason, I thought you had 5 kids.
Sometimes it feels like it. You know, and you guys know, and you saw Jacob.
Yeah. big.
he opens for me now.
So great.
Dude,
He's been doing it for a while, right?
this will be, I think, his 4th year. It's the best time I have ever had on the road.
The greatest thing in the world.
I honestly, as soon as he started touring with me, I stopped thinking about tickets. I stopped thinking about anything.
It's bigger than that, Bubba.
Dude,
You made it.
My God.
You made it.
It is the absolute dream. We started in separate hotel rooms, and then it was like 3 months in, he was like, dude, let's just get a room
what are we
together.
doing?
What are we doing?
Yeah.
He said, let's just hang out.
Bunk up, bud.
So
God
we
damn it.
fucking-
I'm doing that with my son. My son's a natural 14 though.
I'm telling you right now, it will change the game for you.
I need some time, but you know. when
Yeah.
he's-
But it's like, it's so good.
Callen's gonna be 70.
I'll be 70 and my son will be 20. It'll be
it's tough.
hilarious. Hey guys, what's going on?
Yeah.
Well, the TRT's
You're gonna be
kicking out.
you're gonna be opening for him.
I'm losing my voice. That'd be great.
But you're doing it right, man. You're doing. Forget this ticket sales and all that.
No.
Like the experience and this time with your kiddo. Like I told it's the only thing I'm ever present and aware of. I realize that these times are going to go fast.
Yes.
So like the last tournament, we're driving there at 6:30 in the morning. I get him a latte for the early games, like drinking black coffee or whatever. And we're driving. I look over. I go, buddy, this is the best time of my life right now. Right? I said it's the best time of my life, and I go, we maybe have 4 years left of this. We have 4 years. And he's like, what? I'm like, buddy, you're 10.
Yeah.
So when you're 14, you're gonna be in high school. I can't be driving you to the games. I said, I'll be there, but there's no more of this.
Yeah. And by the way, when you're 14,
So-
you won't want me driving you.
That's why I told him, I'm like,
Yeah.
things are gonna change, bud. Like right now, I'm your hero, and we spend all this time together. We have 4 years left of this, bud. So if you strike out,
just know.
just
If you
know.
strike out, you go from Tiger to Daddy's little disappointment.
Yeah. So
And you don't wanna be
you
daddy's
have
little
4 years.
disappointment.
Don't fuck this up.
Don't fuck up my life.
But that's why I love my youngest. He's just getting started, so I can redo it with him.
Jacob said to me a couple weeks ago, we were driving home, and he's a guy in his 20s, so he's not too sentimental. But he did stop. We were at a red light, and he stopped, and he looked at me, and he goes, I just want you to know, this is the best time of my life.
God.
He
You
said
should have gone, this is your response, should have been gay.
Yeah, I did tell him. I was like, listen,
After-
let's keep the gay shit.
Don't get gay on me.
Yeah.
Gay.
That's crazy. He recognizes it though, especially at 20.
Dude, he and I are, look, I'm still his dad, but we're buddies, man. We're
Have to be.
fucking
Yep.
straight up. He fucks with me all the time, which I love. I've started eating sardines,
Oh wow.
and to torture him, I eat them in the hotel room,
They smell
and I'll
awful.
just leave the empty can by his pillow.
Is he single?
Yes.
Is that weird? Like it'd be weird. Like me and T are closer, but I can't imagine him talking to me about chicks.
Well, here's the thing.
There's a fine line, right?
So we do
He's
it.
10.
Yeah.
Well, I know, but I'm saying when he's 20,
We do
like
it-
him talking to me like, Dad, this chick the other
The
night."
only thing we don't
Yeah.
talk about.
Sucked me good.
That's it. That's what we don't talk about.
Yeah, like-
Somebody asked, we do a Q&A, right? And somebody asked him, do you guys talk to each other about sex?
Great
And he
question.
said, are you asking me if I ask him how he fucks my mom? And the people were like, good point. And I was like, yeah, we don't talk
Next
about
question.
That's right.
We don't talk about, it's the one thing we don't, but dude, we talk about everything. When I put him in, I don't know if I had to put him into sober living.
No, I'm aware.
But I felt so privileged, dude, for him to feel so comfortable with me to just text me and be like, hey, I got some problems.
Yeah.
Because if we
You
weren't
know what you
close,
did? You did your job, Josh.
Yeah, that's how you know you're doing it right.
You did
Yeah,
your job.
He was
I-
open enough where he's not scared or embarrassed.
Yeah. Everybody in
feel
this
judged.
room, everybody in this room will never have regrets. We will, I think the biggest sin a father can commit is leaving and not being there for his kids.
Yeah.
And you never get over it as a kid. And it is, to me, I lose all respect for any man. If you have to live in a different, I live in a different state than my 14-year-old, my 17-year-old. But there's not a day that goes by that I'm not FaceTiming with them. There's not a day that goes by where I'm not planning to go and see them. No matter what you got to do to be in your children's lives so that they know that they're the most important thing to you, it's all that matters. And when I see people who are not like that, I just, and I understand, sometimes you have to work and you're gone, but you have to be in your children's lives, man.
But, dude-
and all of us here we'll never have that
But for
regret.
Jacob to be that comfortable with you, it means you're doing doing
So I'm
the
saying
job.
you've done your job.
You're doing it right.
I appreciate that. I'm going to tell you what gave me perspective. You know, I had kids before anybody.
yeah.
So when
I remember.
I would go to auditions, literally with him in a baby Bjorn, and I would do my audition.
Dude, you were legendary for that. Like, you were the guy, you were the comic with all, and I thought it was 5 kids. The stories, you know how people add shit. You got 5 kids, you see, I was like, what the fuck? You know, we were a couple of fuck around Charlies, right? You know, all of us were.
Josh's responsibility.
Oh, Josh had responsibilities, had to be home raising kids. I was like,
that was the perspective. When I drove home from the audition, everybody else I knew
it's also
thought
important to
about
realize
the audition
you were
all
also
day.
single. You were a single dad.
Yeah. So they thought about it all day. What did I do wrong? I can't wait for my agent. As soon as I left that
You don't have
audition,
time for it.
I didn't
have time
I didn't
for it.
even think about it because I had other more important things to do.
So what was your routine as a single dad there? You'd wake up, get them ready for school.
Yep. I woke up.
How old were they when mom left?
So call it 6'4" and 1.5.
That's very hard.
Thick of it.
6'4" and 1.5.
But also
Thick
you had
of
to
it.
explain to your children what was going on.
Well, she had been around less and less.
Yeah.
So it was easier.
It was your
gradual-
transition. It wasn't like cold turkey.
No, it was easier. And she had been around, but I had been doing it essentially anyways,
Yeah.
you know? And I would go, dude, you know, places like the Improv and the Laugh Factory and the Comedy Store were all so kind to me because they knew I was like, I have to bring my 3 kids. And
amazing.
at the Improv, just one of the staff would sit with them and they'd eat ice cream and I'd go on stage and I would always ask them first, I just need first. Let me go up first. I didn't, in Comedy Store, I mean, Joey watched them, but probably not.
Tried
Joey
your best.
Diaz?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joey was their babysitter.
Joey's their
dude.
babysitter. You know this?
No, I
Joey's
did
their
not know
babysitter.
that.
Joey
Imagine
was-
having Joey Diaz as your
That is so
babysitter.
awesome.
Joey-
Right, cocksuckers.
Joey was their
He was probably
babysitter.
great.
Yeah,
Oh
he's
my
awesome.
God. Can I tell you? So he used to.
Joey Diaz babysit your children. Go.
He would, you know, when you spell words around kids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I asked him we were at my daughter's birthday party. I go, hey, dude, where's the CANDY? And he goes, I put it in the DRAW. And I go, DRAW? I go, what is it? He goes, DRAW. I go, I don't know what that is. He goes, it's in the drawer. It's in the fucking drawer. I go, that's not how you spell it. He goes, yeah, but that's how I say it. I go, yeah, but you got to spell it.
Yeah, we got it.
We all got to be
What the fuck
together
you
on
saying?
how you spell it.
Dude, you know, Joey has a baby girl. I think she's 12 or 13 now.
Yeah, she's big into softball.
She's in softball. So me and him at the companion were talking about. We're talking about like the crazy parents and the dads.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, cocksucker. I take my edibles and I fucking zone out, man. I zone out. Yeah.
He was.
And he has the other parents doing edibles with him. Just watching their kids like.
Just zoned out.
But imagine having Joey as a baseball dad with you.
No.
The fucking.
But back then, Joey was also 350.
Yeah.
Big boy.
He's much thinner now.
Yeah, he's healthier now, but he was 3, and he would just he was, as long as I made turkey burgers, he was like, I will babysit for turkey burgers, but he babysat for turkey burgers.
Dude, have your wife write this script.
Oh,
A comic trying to make it with
Uncle
3
Joey.
fucking kids.
Uncle Joey.
And Joey Diaz is the babysitter. Think about that script, dude.
that TV show was bought twice.
I'm sure.
It was bought twice
Of
when I
course.
was younger.
That would crush.
The problem was, one of the big notes in the network was, can we tone down the Joey character? I'm like, no. What do you...
Do you want to
Joey
hit or
character.
not, man?
Yeah.
This thing would crush.
Tone down the Joey character.
Yeah, they were like,
you want him
this-
to tone down stand up? Watch what he does to a room.
Oh, I've always said, if you want to see a room get 15 minutes of Joe Diaz in the OR,
Shatters.
fuck
Shatters
you.
that.
Or the main
Fuck.
room. Main room
Yeah,
at the Comedy
that's-
Store.
But it's like, Full House, there's Uncle Joey.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. This is him on edibles.
My God.
It would crush.
Yeah.
You like Full House? This crushes.
They
Full
kept
House.
saying it doesn't seem real. It doesn't seem real. I'm like, he doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
bring
agree.
I'll bring him in. I'll bring it down.
I'll sit. You can sit with him for
Yeah.
3 minutes, and he will.
And you're in. You're gonna love him.
Do you remember at the Comedy Store? And I forget if it was either his dick or his nuts, But he and Ron Jeremy had like they showed their nuts on stage to like have a nut off.
No, I do not remember that.
Oh my God.
I'm an artist, so I don't do that kind of stuff.
He used to wear the jeans with a rip right here.
Right.
So funny.
So he would call it the Cuban egg roll slips out, you know? And I'm like, yeah, but it's on stage.
Please stop doing that.
Unbelievable.
But he legit, oh my God.
And Ron Jeremy died.
What?
Yeah.
I thought he went to jail.
In prison.
No,
though,
he was
right?
being he was found to be he had such bad dementia that he couldn't stand trial. But he was accused by like some crazy number of women.
The idea that dude was dick aside, a porn star.
He was the hedgehog of porn. They called him let me say it again. They called him the hedgehog of porn. God.
Imagine in high school him being like, I'm going to be the biggest porn star ever. Like, good luck with that.
I would see him at the comedy store and run the other way, man.
Oh, he's not dead.
Right?
Oh.
Declining health. This is 2023 though.
Dude, he
I
got
believe
into
he's dead.
stand-up for a little while.
I believe he's dead. I think he passed away. I'm almost positive.
No,
He's
Alive.
73.
No, he's alive. Yeah.
What?
do you think in jail people ask to see his dick?
100%.
Don't you think?
First thing I would do.
He's not in jail.
Wasn't he in jail?
Yeah, he was in jail for a while.
Was he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brian's way off on all this.
guess
No, he was
I
in
am.
jail.
He's no longer in jail.
Wow.
Yeah.
But he was, and there's a picture of him in the mask, and he just looks atrocious.
I think I'd be
dementia.
the first thing too. I'd be like, I just need to see your.
Like, what's up, man? I got 4 to 7 years. Let me see that dick.
Yeah, I don't get to see too many new things in here. Let's take a look.
Man, I've been a fan for a while. Do you mind?
Can you just hit it on the table?
I'll give you a pack of smokes if you get that cock out for me.
How many ramen do you need?
You mind if I watch the lady boys suck you off, man? I'll give you 2 packs of smokes.
Yeah. No, I got to tell you, man. My people have asked me a lot about why would you let Joey babysit? But my thing with babysitting was always this. I would rather he loved my kids. So sure, they heard fuck or whatever.
But he's a good person.
He's a good dude.
Yeah.
He loved my kids. And if shit went down, I knew he was going to care.
Yeah.
More than
He'd
a
handle it.
$15 an hour babysitter.
100%.
You know?
Isn't that crazy? That's what's funny about that. Some people, you would never have a man babysit your children, but if it was Joey Diaz, you'd be like, I trust him.
Which is just counterintuitive.
I know.
We lived in this building where there was a drug dealer on with 3 floors, drug dealer on every floor. And in Hollywood. This was back when, you remember the Denny's on Sunset near that Guitar Center?
Yeah.
Where there used to be hookers walking
Yep.
up and down.
Yep.
So it was a bananas place.
Do you ever go back to LA?
I
Do you do the store and stuff still?
When I go back, I don't generally perform there.
No?
My brothers live there. My parents just moved there. I haven't performed the last 5 times I've gone. I get plenty of stage time.
You're good.
And I'm gonna tell you something for real. I love the thing I do miss is chopping it up in back.
Yeah, that was the best.
I miss that. But I want to
That's
chop.
not there anymore, though.
Yeah, I want to chop it up. I don't want to talk about how many views. I don't want to.
Yep.
I just want to talk to my friends.
Yeah.
Yep.
And LA, and I understand it because we all lived there. When you step out of there, you go, oh, you're always comparing yourself, or you're always
Always.
like one right. And I'm not.
It's hard
into that
not to
energy.
out there,
Yeah.
though. Because you're that's literally, that's like the label of success.
It's how the machine keeps going.
Correct.
You never get the carrot. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, I got this, but you know what's really gonna make me happy if I get this.
And
Although
it's all fake.
there are a
Yeah.
lot of actors now who are literally going to Sacramento and saying, you guys are making it impossible for us to live in Los Angeles because nothing is shot here anymore. It's so expensive. So they're trying to get tax.
Yeah, they've ran
credits.
Hollywood out.
Yeah.
It's hard to
My
make
wife's
a movie.
shooting in New Orleans.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Everybody shoots everywhere else but Los Angeles. And Los Angeles was chosen as the hub because the weather was predictable.
Yeah.
So you never had to worry about rain or anything. You could just predict and it was always perfect.
No, the
whole
business is-
infrastructure over there.
They made it
moved
impossible for the bit. Way
Yeah.
to go, Newsom.
Yeah.
Way to go,
Well,
guys.
it's Sacramento in general.
But way to go. Way to go.
all
The
of
thing
these,
you're known for best
Yeah.
has left.
Yeah.
It's in Atlanta. It's
and we'll
in
just
Canada.
print money to get ourselves out of the problem.
It's a bummer, mostly
sad.
for the below the line people,
Big
It's
time.
not just below the line people
because
Try
they're
buying
like,
a house.
I definitely can't.
You
afford
can't.
to
You
live here
can't
now.
even be a dentist and a doctor and buy a house nowadays. Like houses are insane.
Oh, in the valley. Imagine being a college, or imagine being like starting a new family. You're like 28, 29, maybe 30.
You're not even-
The average house
you're not
price
buying a
in the
house.
valley is $1.2 million.
Yeah.
What?
That is exactly
In the
right.
valley,
and
it's like
nobody can
it's-
afford that.
In Woodland Hills is $1.1 million.
Yeah,
The average median house.
That
What are you gonna do?
Woodland Hills used to be when we first got there. If you wanted to buy a big fucking place for $0,
Woodland Hills?
you would go out to
And
Woodland
so you go to Sacramento without making it political about Republican or Democrat. But anytime you have a majority of it's all blue, it's all Democrats, it's all socialists, and all they want to do is keep taxing. And what happens, like in New York, Amy Klobuchar
She's
goes,
come back.
she goes, get on a bus and get out of here. Cool. And they did. And now she's saying, hey, we don't
She's
have
begging.
a tax base to
Yep.
pay anything. What a surprise, Amy. You made it impossible for anybody that works and produces to do business there. What you want is you want to like make incentives to people start businesses so you can hire people.
But my thing is, I think they did us a solid because if things didn't get so bad there, I would have never left. And
Yeah.
then you're in the rat race.
Yeah.
Then when I get out here, I'm like, oh fuck.
You would have never done this amount of time with baseball.
never. I couldn't.
there. No.
I couldn't.
No.
There's no way. I couldn't.
What I
Just
do
the
love about
driving.
Vegas is very split. It's a very purple place,
Yes.
and because it's
Fine.
so purple,
I like that.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
nobody talks about it.
Balance.
There's
Love it.
zero talk.
I'm just
about
asking
it.
for balance,
Me too.
man. I'd love a purple.
Me
The
too.
purple is great.
I think they all suck. So purple, cool.
yeah.
You don't want one way or the other.
The other great thing about Vegas is there's no real rules.
It's true.
It's like, but medicine is terrible.
Is it?
People with money fly other places for important things.
The cops in Vegas don't fuck around though, right?
Not down on the strip, dude.
Yeah.
There's no,
No.
they don't. There's no fuck about.
No, there's no fuck about it.
But I got really sick at the last year. I lost like 30 pounds.
What?
I was on the infectious disease floor for like 6 days.
What? What happened?
I had these 2 bacterial gut infections at the same time. The CDC fucking called me, dude. They called me and they were like, "Hey, we need to know where one of these bacteria came from because if it's in Nevada, we need to close a lot of places down." And she said, this was crazy. She said to me, she said, "I'm going to ask you a question. I need a real answer." I said, "Okay." She said, have you been in contact with a goat?" And I was like,
Come again?
"Yeah." I was like, "Are you asking me if I fucked Tom Brady?" Because I would, you know. Is that an offer? You know,
She's like, sir, we're being serious.
She really asked you if you came in contact with a goat.
in contact with a goat.
Do you fuck goats?
That's what I asked. I
And
said,
the answer is I used a condom and it's none of your business.
"This is what I said to her." I couldn't help being I'm a cop.
Yeah, you're gonna fuck
I said
around.
to her, so are you asking me for in a nice way if I had sex with a goat? And she said, "Did you?" And I said, "No.
This is hilarious.
But if I did, I'm wearing a condom. I'm not raw dogging a goat.
Yeah, you out of your
I'm
mind?
not an animal.
I'm not an animal. I'm a gentleman.
Yeah,
You lead it toward water. It's going to back up naturally, and
Yeah.
then you ease it in.
It was
That's
fucking
wild.
crazy. But when I
So there's a bacteria you can catch from a goat.
from a goat, I had that, and then I had
And
also
there you go. Which is why the Bible says don't have sex with animals.
Wait, but how did you get it?
So at petting
No, I
zoos,
had sex with a goat.
yeah, I mean it wasn't sex, it blew me.
oh,
But
petting zoo.
petting zoo. I was at a farm in New Mexico.
Wow.
And there's not a lot of Purell at the farm because it's
Yeah.
not a petting zoo. And they said some of the goats carry this bacteria. And I also had this thing called C. diff, which was, man, I lost 15 pounds in 7 days.
What is C. diff?
C. diff is a bacteria in your gut.
How did you get that?
It's why I don't do meet and greets with everybody anymore.
Wow.
It is like,
Antibiotic use.
You can only get from fucking dolphins. We're like, hey, what the fuck is going on here?
so 3 times a day for over 2 days is a low end.
It says watery diarrhea 3 times a day for over 2 days.
It's hard to explain the amount of shit that was coming out of my body.
You ever seen what
Constantly.
cholera looks like? You ever seen? Oh, chin.
Wait, but how did you get rid of this?
So
Bring up
I ended up
cholera,
because
diarrhea.
it caused, the 2 of them caused a partial ileus in my colon.
What's
which-
an ileus?
It's like a paralysis. And so when I went, the doctor was like, "Hey,
Video.
you're like, this is what causes sepsis. So drive to the hospital
Jesus.
right now.
Jesus.
He said, because if you get sepsis at your house,
Yeah.
you could die.
My friend's sister died of that recently.
He was like, you need to have sepsis while you're already in the hospital.
Wow.
So I went there 6 days, dude, and I was 30 pounds off of this.
Jeez.
My brother was, I
That is
posted a
so
picture
awful.
online, and my brother called me right away. He goes, hey, dude. I go, hey. And he goes, how you doing? You don't look great. You're looking kind of Auschwitz-y. And I said, yeah, it's
Yeah,
not.
man.
I was like,
A
it's
little
not good.
Auschwitz-y.
Yeah. He was like, take that picture down, by the way.
Yeah, get it down.
Yeah, that's not a good one.
Damn, so you're in some serious shit for
Yeah, it took me, I bet you, so after I got out of the hospital, I don't think I was back to normal. Probably 2 months.
Jesus.
Probably 2 months. But point of the story, my people were like, are you going to go to a hospital here in Nevada? I would fly. They were like, fly to
Wow.
Los Angeles.
Yeah, see, that's the one. I mean, the hospitals in Austin are really good, but the best healthcare is Los Angeles.
Yeah.
There's people from all
Cedar
around.
Sinai and shit.
They fly to LA because the healthcare.
Go to YouTube, Chin. Bring up cholera patient and take a look at what happens when you have cholera, which used
How
to
do you
be.
get cholera?
So cholera is a bacteria, and I believe you get it from dirty water. No children. Just there's a video of a person's ass, and there's shit flying out of it. But
I
it's a
don't know.
water hose.
Why
Yeah.
did you
And
see
why do
this
we want to see
video?
this?
Because you guys need to see it.
But none of us had this.
What's that?
Oh, cool, Josh. You had this crazy infection, dude. I'm gonna one up you. I never had it. Don't know anybody who had it. Check this out.
Yeah, well, cholera was a major problem.
Wait,
throughout
what was that
history.
thing? What's that?
I don't
And
know.
sanitation.
Is that a?
Cholera, serious disease, can strike.
Caused by the bacterium Vibrio cholera. A
Yeah.
person may get cholera by drinking water or eating food that's been tainted by the cholera bacteria.
Dude, it is
In
so
an
bad.
epidemic, the source of
People would-
contamination is usually the
You
feces
you
of
die
an
of
infected person.
you basically
In
die of
places where
dehydration.
sewage and drinking
This
water
is so-
aren't properly
C.
treated,
diff.
Cholera can spread like wildfire.
People over the age of 70, 75, so like pretty soon for you,
Yeah.
Yes.
they die.
Yeah, they die.
Jesus.
They die. So it's like the guy who in the hospital who cleaned my bathroom, I felt so bad. I felt so bad for him.
God
By the
bless
third
him.
day, he walked in and he goes, "How's it looking in there?" I was like, I wouldn't want to go in there, dude.
I'd give it 5.
Days.
Yeah, I'd give,
I would
Yeah.
not.
come back on Friday.
It's not good.
It was
It's really
not-
not good.
I've been unlucky. I've been super lucky because I don't get sick very often. But I seemed like I had meningitis. I had this C. diff shit. I've had some things that took me
My
down.
friend got an amoeba. We were in Venice, and we were all doing the raw food diet.
Oh.
And there was the raw food market, and so we were drinking green juice and eating raw meat and doing all that bullshit, raw milk. And my friend, he's a well-known actor. He goes, "No, I got an amoeba, dude," and he was
What does that mean?
done. Same thing. You just shit like beyond,
Lose weight
and
though.
throw up. Yeah.
I mean, my abs looked good.
Yeah, it'll be a Shredville, man. Yeah.
Giardia, all those things that you can get in the wild. Like, there's a reason that we have sanitation, and what a huge development that was for human health and longevity. Sanitation and nutrition, and then vaccines. Those three we don't have the problems that most of the world did forever.
Well, there's a reason that when you poop, it goes underwater and shoots a long way away from you.
Yes.
Because that's why, dude, if I'm walking into a porta potty, it's the biggest emergency of
all time.
Oh my God.
Of all
Dude,
time.
at those baseball fields, it's kind of your only decision.
It's hot.
in there. Oh, my God. It's so
That
hot.
is so.
Some teenage kid comes out, I go in there, it's just a pile of shit. I'm like,
Dude, that is.
They'll shit anywhere, dude. A teenage
Planes
boy?
Oh,
are
they don't
bad
give a
too. Planes are fucking bad. Planes can be bad. People just.
but I'll know too, like when it's an early morning game and we leave at 6, because I take my creatine like pre-workout before we hit the road. I'm like, this creatine's going to hit in about an hour. I'm going to have to use that porta potty. But at least it's early.
Creatine does that to you?
Yeah, oh,
It
yeah.
makes you shit.
Yeah, I take so much.
How much do you
How much
take?
you take?
20 grams.
Why do you take so much?
That's what I do.
I think it makes. Hey,
20 grams?
see if that does something to your kidneys.
I think it's supposed to increase it'd be good for your brain.
Yeah, it's great for your
It
brain,
is-
good for muscle recovery.
Yeah. Apparently, though, I mean, you're bigger, but apparently the 5 to 10 milligrams is good for your brain. But then when you take more, it can be a little bit Just see what it says. I don't know if I'm right about this.
It only does if
Healthy
you're,
adults
if,
taking
if you're
regular
not
doses of creatine
taking.
does not cause kidney damage. No. While high unnecessary doses, 20 grams a day for extended periods, can put extra stress on the kidneys. Yeah.
Stress on the kidneys, yeah.
Yeah, so just be a little bit careful.
I mean, 20.
I've been doing it for 10
Do you
years.
cycle
All
it?
at once?
Do you cycle it?
I'm not a giant pussy. I still drink a lot. Hey, Grandpa. Hey, Boomer. Hey, Boomer.
I'm not a boomer.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not that old, actually.
Take it easy.
I'm not a boomer.
You're Gen X.
I'm Gen X.
Are you on the cusp?
But I'm 59.
Yeah.
I'm a boomer.
It's just Boomer takes.
How are you feeling about 60?
I think about it every 15 minutes. and I yesterday I was full on wrestling and doing takedowns.
You know who's the best about getting older and like ticket sales? Jim Norton. You ever hear him talk about it?
No.
He's so great. He's like, I peaked in 2017. It is what it is.
Yeah.
And he goes, the club manager's like, man, it's weird you didn't sell out. And he's like, the curtain's up. And he's like, yeah, the curtain's up. He's like, but there's a rodeo in town. He's like, I'm going to stop you there, brother. Yeah. It's not the rodeo.
It's not.
It's me.
It's me.
He goes, you don't have to do this.
That's right.
I appreciate you trying to make me feel good. I got it, man. I got it.
That's
That
right.
happened to me. I
love him.
Jim's the best.
Have you been to the club in Alpharetta, Georgia?
I haven't. I like it.
I love it.
I had great shows there.
Me too. I had one show that was light, and they were like going through all these reasons. They were like, it could be. I'm like, it could just be that nobody wanted to come to the show.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's all good.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to do this.
Yeah.
I've had those talks. It's the WNBA's in town, and they're playing at 7. Your show's at 7. I'm like, oh, you think there's a
we have the same
correlation?
fan base?
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
You don't have to do this.
Yeah,
I'm a big
I
boy.
was in Houston. They go, every other show was great, but the first show Friday was light. And I go, oof, this can be. He goes, no. Listen, Rodeo's in town. Luke, whatever his name is.
Luke Bryant?
He's playing at the stadium. I'm like, that's not my fan base.
Yeah.
And that's not an
there's
excuse.
10 million people here.
Yeah.
I just need
Rodeo
200
and
extra.
Luke, I'm like, this is a disaster. And
Remember when you went to
I'm quitting.
Alabama? When you went to Alabama, you're like, I called Brian. I'm like, how's it looking? He goes, a little light, man. But the manager said there's a gymnastics tournament in town. And you were kind of buying. I go, buddy, it's just light. Okay,
It's just
we're gonna
light.
swallow this pill.
Was it Birmingham?
It was Huntsville.
It's Huntsville.
Oh, I love that club, dude.
Yeah.
That
I've had some
club-
great shows since.
Yeah, but you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
I had no
was like-
idea that NASA was in Huntsville.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And so the first time I was there was a table, and I wasn't expecting to see an Indians and Asian. I
Yeah.
wasn't expecting to
Yeah.
see the.
You're thinking south.
Now,
southern,
now,
like
now
down
there
south.
is there is some Alabama,
Oh, for sure.
and I had a table full of Alabama, and I said I did this joke. I go, I'm not going to make a difference in life. Like my zero emissions engine sucks. Trying to get protons to stick to a helium isotope is like pulling teeth. The electrons are like, I'm going here, and the protons. And anyway, sorry, that's a physics joke. You people aren't educated. And usually people, and this woman goes, speak for yourself, motherfucker.
Good
I'm
for her.
educated. Just this real Southern girl. She took that shit serious. I was like, whoa, hey, you missed my ironic joke. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Define ironic.
So when was the last time you did Huntsville?
But
It's been a minute.
To your point, though, with the South, if you make fun of them for being dumb, like call Theo Von dumb.
yeah. No, it's a
You know how like you people call me dumb? Oh, okay.
No.
Call Theo Von dumb.
Yeah.
Because in the South, that's been a thing. Like, oh, you're just dumb redneck.
Yep.
Buddy, call Theo a redneck or dumb.
Yeah.
It's like Marty McFly call him chicken. You're like, whoa. We always
reference, dude.
old school, brother.
Yeah.
Old school. Remember that?
Did you give a movie reference you thought he and I would get?
I knew you would get it. He's still like,
yeah.
is that Matrix?
No, that's that would be Back to the Future.
Yeah. But for in the if you call like Theo's proper South, call Theo dumb because we used to do King and Sing and roast each other, and then I was make fun for being dumb and all that stuff. And finally after the show, he's like, "Hey, motherfucker, quit calling me dumb, man."
Really?
Yeah. And I was like, "Oh, I didn't know it was triggering for you." He's like, "Yeah, man." Or like I call him a redneck. He's like, "That's the Marty McFly chicken. Don't call me redneck."
Shit.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, my bad." Well, don't call me dumb. I don't like it either.
But we're insulting each other.
But I thought we were like
That's the
roasting
point,
each other,
yeah.
but we're both dumb. It's
Yeah,
like-
there are certain things where
There's
you're like,
certain triggers,
wait a
yeah.
minute, you know.
What's your thing?
I never had,
Yeah, there's something, right?
I kind of I know who I am, and
Take it easy.
No. I think we don't like being called certain things in front of the world where you have to defend yourself, right? Like, so I think a lack of respect.
Yeah.
A lack of respect. If I think you're being serious or you want to really do something, like we fuck around with each other, right? But if I see somebody and they're trying to belittle me or they're being
They're actually being mean. You can feel like
and if they're doing it, publicly, if they're doing it publicly, or they're a friend and they're insecure and they do that, then you're like, but I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to go.
You know what's interesting, dude? I think a lot of being able to figure out, like, when people are serious and joking, I've gotten that from being on stage and talking to the audience. When I'm on stage, there'll be times where I'll talk to somebody for like a minute. I'm like, hey, get him out of here.
You know, yeah.
Oh, I just
You're doing long enough, you can tell.
I know right away. I'm like,
they're
this
shitty.
He has bad intentions.
Yeah, this is not.
Yeah,
the
he's gonna be a
person.
problem as we keep going.
Yeah, but there's some people like, why'd you let that person go? They were drunk.
Yeah.
They weren't.
I've been doing it long enough. I know how this ends.
Yeah.
For some reason, I have other flaws, and I.
What?
But I don't. Yeah, but I don't take those. I've never taken certain things personally, even personal insults. And I don't know why. I think part of it is, and that's not a good thing because sometimes it can be mistaken for just being a pushover. But I think I have to say that for me, I figured out a long time ago that when somebody's insulting you, they are having a problem.
Yeah.
There's something going on.
Oh yeah.
Like I'll see it and I'll go, because I'm a very fair person and I'm not. When I see it, I go. Something, it's almost like, you doing okay? What's going on over there with you?
Yeah.
What's happening?
But it's the same thing with kids. Like Tiger's having this, I don't know why kids want to pick on Tiger, but there's this kid in the neighborhood. He's a good kid, but like, he doesn't really have a sport or anything. And Tiger's like, yeah, he's being really mean. He keeps picking on me. I'm like, all right. My first instinct is violence.
By the way, it's not inappropriate. It's not inappropriate.
So Tiger's opening up to me and his mom about this, and I go, well, this is simple, buddy. Punch him in the face and he'll stop. And you're not getting in trouble. Just sock him in the face and it's going to stop because he's doing it to you because he thinks you're going to put up with it.
Yeah.
How long is it going to go on? He's like, a few weeks. And I'm like, you just punch him in the face. Joanna's like, probably not. Hold on.
Maybe the chest. Start with the chest.
So then I dial it back. I'm like, that's probably bad advice as a dad. And I said, buddy, but think about it. This kid, he's big and athletic, but his parents haven't put him into sports, so he's probably insecure. And you're this stud baseball, football player.
Yeah.
So
maybe
he's
squeeze his head until he cries.
No, what I told I said, what you can do is you can kill him with kindness. Like go. Maybe ask him to play catch and then help him throw the baseball, and you're going to get his guard down.
Interesting.
Now, if you ask him to play baseball and he's still doing the thing, then you beat him up.
Yeah.
But
I'll tell you what.
Punch him in the stomach.
What I
Right in the
learned
face.
early on also, and I learned this with an unfortunate incident, you never know what's happening in that kid's house.
Yeah.
You never know what's happening.
he's not doing this because he's happy with the way things
See, that's how I
never know what's
always
happening.
approach it. I always, and I don't think that's necessarily always good.
That's not always the way, Brian.
not.
I've learned that at 43.
I know.
It's not always the way.
We both have, right? I mean,
Now I'm down to fight.
Yeah.
Now I'm at the point where I'm 43. I've done the nice thing.
You always had to be. You always had to eat shit because you were like, well,
Always.
I'm
Especially
the big guy
in
here.
Oh, especially in
But
comedy.
dude, if you hit somebody,
He wouldn't
you
hit
could
him.
get in a lot of trouble.
He wouldn't hit him. He'd go like this. Look, he'd go like this, and he'd go like this. He'd go around your body, and he'd go like this, and he'd just bring you in
Like
little
a
bit.
boa?
and then you poo your
that'd be
pants.
sick. But yeah,
And one of your
you
ribs
think your
would go-
diarrhea.
One of your ribs would go.
yeah.
No, but my thing, like, but let's say I had an issue with a comic when
Tough way to die.
when I was doing stand
feel
up.
it.
If I would have hit that person at the Comedy Store, at the Improv, or Laugh Factory, everyone was told you.
Yeah.
That's why we can't have them. So I never did it. But now I step back. If those people continue to talk shit, I see on the street now. It's like, what's up, man?
The best was watching.
What's up, dude?
The best
Nobody's
was watching
talking shit to you, dude.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
not
they
these
do.
days.
Oh yeah, they do. Oh,
No,
yes.
not these days.
No, but the best was watching, and I love him. I love Nate Diaz. I love him. But watching you in Gucci boots and Nate calling you a pussy and you going, I have no problem with you, Nate, and you kind of doing this. Where
Trying to be cool.
Yeah, you're trying to be cool.
Dude, what did I text you the other day? And it's still one of my favorite things.
Oh, that's right.
In what world I go back and look at that clip every now and then. It's so fucking funny to me. Come down.
No, you should let him.
What do you do? Volume punch?
Volume punch me, motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's the one that fucking
Here's my
killed
thing.
me.
Here's my thing with Nate though. Is like, and again, I'm cool. If you want to fight, whatever you want to do, Bubba, I'm down. You're barking up the wrong tree. 250 pounds. I'm on TRT peptides. I'm a fucking.
Nobody wants that.
I don't want that. You don't want that. I don't understand his issues.
He probably just had it. He probably look, man.
I don't understand his issues. Like and if they put us in a room, I'd be like, "What's going on, bud?"
Yeah.
Like what is it? The Conor McGregor thing where you didn't understand? I was doing a bit. Yeah. Like my job for Showtime, the reason they hired me was to convince the public that Conor McGregor had a chance. That doesn't mean I actually believe it.
Fighters are sensitive.
It doesn't mean that
Athletes are sensitive.
It doesn't mean I was picking him over you. It has nothing to do with you. So if that's it, you're barking up the wrong tree.
Athletes are sensitive. You know, we did
athletes and fighters.
A long time ago, when David Ortiz retired, we did a roast of him. It was like one of the first, right? And I was like, "Are you sure you want to do this?" Because most athletes have asked, say no. And he goes, "I don't understand most English. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter."
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to understand what they're saying to me, right? But most, that's why it's got to be somebody so, like Brady, he doesn't give a
Even Brady got pissed.
He got pissed
at Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yeah, he didn't like it.
He was like, "Hey, motherfucker."
Yeah, but
the divorce stuff.
Oh, yeah.
He was like, "Hey, motherfucker." And you see that.
Well,
the
Tom
dog
Brady.
And Brady
Tom Brady's like anybody. Tom Brady's very sensitive about everything. He's a sensitive guy. Like he.
I just know in that roast, like he looked over at Tony and was like, "Be careful, motherfucker." Like that dog kind of came out and he's like, "All right, dude."
I got to tell you, here's where I'm at. I don't give a fuck what anybody says to me. I really don't. If you're gonna threaten me, or if there's gonna be some danger, you're fucking with my wife or my kids.
That's different.
But it doesn't.
But like online,
at this point in time.
But we're more battle tested. It's like when it's so much like, all right, there's nothing I can do about it. A lot of people love me. A lot of people hate me. What are you gonna do?
Also, you don't know me.
No. Now, if it was somebody you knew, like your brother or a comic that you knew that you were on the road together, and then you're like, "Whoa, what the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
But if people that don't know you, it's like,
and even then, sometimes people are hurt and they're lashing out because you didn't.
See, that's not an excuse because there's some.
I'm saying like if it's
but then some people are, that. Yeah. But I'm saying if it's an unknown person that's throwing this hate, people go, "Well, you don't know what they're going through." I don't give a fuck. That's just a bad person.
But I don't take that. Like, I've never taken it seriously.
No. Random somebody who doesn't know me. It doesn't. I can't. I'll sometimes for fun, because I'm the youngest of 4 boys and I grew up bothering people. Right? If somebody says something online and I know I can like rage bait them, if I have an extra 5 minutes, I might just because I know they're in their house mad. That kind of gives me a partial hard on.
You know what happened to me in Denver? I didn't tell you. I'm with Mel, who works at the comedy. Yeah, she's great. She's an older woman.
Yep.
And I love her. She's from New York, and she's great. And I was in the car, and I was done radio. I'm tired. It's
doing morning radio.
Yep. And Rick and Kathy, awesome.
Yeah,
love them.
Oh, I love them.
Yeah, the best. We talked about you, and all of a sudden I just hear. Boom! This I thought we hit something or I don't know. Somebody ran in, and it was a guy who hit the window, and he was kind of a stocky, working class kind of guy, and probably in his 40s. And I went, "What the fuck?" like that. And I guess he said she hit him, his car, which she didn't.
He was trying to cross. She got close.
No, he was parked, and she said when he backed up, you hit my truck, and we didn't. I would have felt it, but maybe we touched it. Boom, he hits it. And I fucking got out of the truck and
Did he say anything?
I go, "What the fuck?" It was so good. I go, "What the fuck are you talking about?" I go, "What the fuck are you? Nobody touched your fucking car. I wasn't even fucking driving." And now I'm in his face like this. And I'm like, I'm going to fight this guy in the snow. Because I my temper, I saw red. Okay. And then I realized he doesn't want to fight because he can see that he's kind of in the wrong and I'm mad. And also, I should have said, "You're talking about a 75-year-old woman here, you fuck son of a bitch."
Yeah.
I didn't do that. But I was so confused So we end up, I walk him, like he's backing up, I'm walking him towards his car, and we're standing there shouting, and then I think he realized, hey, we're both men of a certain age. There's no upside here. There's no damage on your truck. He's an idiot. He's an idiot.
Somebody's going to pull a muscle.
He's an idiot. Somebody's going to pull a muscle.
You for sure gave
I don't want to fight.
show.
It's snowing. And it's morning, and nobody wants to do this. He's kind of tough too. I'm gonna have my hands full. He works with his hands, probably a bricklayer or something like that. So it's already like, what the fuck are we doing? And then he goes, yeah, whatever, man. And he gets back, and I go, yeah, I said, yeah, you fucking, I'm getting back in my truck, something like that. And he goes, you don't even know, it's not even a truck. And I was like, SUV, whatever, I don't give a fuck.
That's funny.
That's how we ended it. Yeah. And he gets it. And we both felt like idiots. But he felt like a bigger idiot, and he should have. That was so inappropriate. But
I can't imagine, because I drive with Jacob, and he's got that young man anger on the road. I'm like,
like getting mad at people.
no, don't do that.
Dude,
I know.
it's not.
Steve Byrne's like that. Steve Byrne's always down to fight. I'm like, Steve, I love you so much.
He's always down to fight.
But you're not a fighter. Steve, you're not a fighter.
I love Steve.
He's ready to go.
That's why he got his jaw broken by that Armenian guy. He
got beat up?
Yeah, he goes, we want to ride. The guy's like, in a minute, smoking like that. And apparently, Steve goes, well, what the fuck? And I guess Steve spit. He didn't mean to, but the guy goes, you spit on my car? And he goes, he spit on whatever, and Steve goes, what the fuck? And the guy was obviously an Armenian boxer, kind of a big guy going, bap, bap, and go.
Tuned him up.
To bucket, broke,
Jesus
wired
Christ.
shut, like that, It's like, but yeah.
So dumb.
There are guys like that.
Steve, when I was living in Nashville, one night got so drunk at my show.
He's the best.
And by the way, dude, on stage,
so nice.
riffing with him.
He's so good.
By
the way, he's a monster comic.
Monster.
Steve Byrne's a monster comic.
When people say, I hear people talk about crowd work and whatever. I would say, mind your own fucking business and let people entertain their crowd. It's not your crowd.
No,
so why do you give a fuck?
Yeah, who gives a fuck?
But what Steve does, Steve doesn't have party tricks. Some crowd work people do the same jokes, right? Steve's are new it's legit crowd work and crushes.
Oh, yeah.
Crushes. We had to take him and drop him off in his front yard drunk and just drop him out of the Uber at one of our
Doesn't he eat a lot of fast food?
Oh, he loves fast food.
That's right.
Loves McDonald's.
Yeah.
Loves Waffle House.
Yeah, I love
That's
it.
fine cuisine for him.
Yeah,
no apologies. And can sleep anywhere.
And he lives in Nashville?
He lives in Nashville. He moved there before,
before it was
most of us. Yeah. But he's the Nashville over COVID. The comedy at
I looked at a house there.
Zany's great.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah, we consider Nashville. Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Looked at a
It was
house.
between Nashville. I like Knoxville, even in Franklin.
Yeah.
But we looked out there and here.
We looked there. We looked here. And we looked Vegas. But Vegas for us was just, man.
Who else is in Vegas? Joe Coy's out there. He went out there for a while.
I mean, he's got a place out there.
But he's not like properly out
He
there.
lives on a spaceship.
Alonzo Bowden.
Oh, is he out there? How's
Bowden's
he doing?
out
How's
there.
Alonzo doing?
He's good, man. But he's the same as me. I'm like, you want to come down to my show on Monday? He's like, dude, it's Monday. I'm not leaving my house.
How's he making a living? Is he still doing
He
the road?
tours.
He tours.
He's also, dude. Here's the thing.
He's got a wife and kids, or
I don't know. Yeah. There's so many great comics right now.
So many.
Great. It's hard
More
to
than
go
ever.
because nobody's retiring.
Bowden.
Why would I do something different?
Yeah.
I mean, like, and out with Jay, dude. Have you had any shows recently with anybody like audience members getting tough or physical?
No.
Brian almost got in a fight with a guy. And then he ran
That's
off.
true. In Calgary.
He ran
What?
off.
Yeah. That's the only first time he was being such a heckling dick that I
By the way, you've almost been in 2 fights in about a month.
have actually.
What? You
That's
were
very
on
true.
Yeah, check
stage?
yourself.
That's my TRT.
No, don't blame it on TRT. It has nothing to do with it. It's just you're stressed. I'm
No,
the
no,
same way.
But people are dicks.
What
Yeah, but they've always been dicks.
What are you
Yeah.
stressed about?
I'm not. I'm fine. I just get
Nice
a little,
stress.
yeah. I just get a little. Yeah. Maybe. But
No,
the
I'm
guy
telling
was
you,
being
buddy.
a dick, and I was like, hey,
No,
shut the fuck
people
up.
have always been dicks.
Yeah.
You never tried
Did you
to
almost fight
him?
the guy from the stage?
There was a moment, and then I saw him between shows, and he was walking towards me, and I saw him and he didn't see me, and I turned around and ran the other way.
And I bet that guy.
Because I didn't want to deal with it. Because I would have had to have said something. And again, it was outside and cold, and I don't want to fight in the cold. Also, I don't want to fight.
Yeah.
I was mad then, but
But when you're stressed, it's like you're just down to, it's like fuck it.
It's very true.
What's up, dude? And you want to take your anger out on them.
That's 100% true.
Yeah.
There
just gotta be aware of
There was
it.
a time when
'Cause
I was
you've
going
got-
through the
your
worst of
stories
my shit where I promise you, I would have fought anyone right
Yep.
then and there. I mean, I wanted it. I literally wanted it. I was like, if there's a dick out there, I'm going to punch them immediately.
Did you say some dick?
A dick.
Oh, good.
You gonna go on dick slapping?
What?
What?
You gonna
There's a dick to be sucked. I'm your guy. I was so stressed. I was looking for cock.
That just popped out.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Wait, have you always been the guy who wants to fight?
No, I don't fight. I'm not that guy. I've never been that guy. I'll avoid it at all. I get mad immediately, and then I don't hold on to it at all. Like I'll talk a big game, and literally while I'm talking the big game, like with this guy, I'm like, I don't want to do this. Like I come to my senses immediately. No, I don't really have an anger. My whole joke is like, man, dude, when I was younger, no, I wasn't crazy.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't. I was always sensible. That's why I'm not in jail or dead or any of that stuff. Because I would always be like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah,
This
but
is
I think
crazy.
when you've been stressed out,
Yeah.
and then you just want to put all the anger into that.
Yeah. You're more apt to do something irrational.
Yep.
So for me, stress ends up with drugs.
Oh, it does?
Not fighting. Yeah.
What kind of drugs?
Currently?
Not like my drugs. Like I take mushrooms and smoke weed and acid every now and then, some ketamine. But besides that, I'm sober.
Yeah.
But I take 3 grams of mushrooms before I go on stage on Friday nights.
You take 3 grams?
Is
Before I
that a
go-
lot?
Wait.
My
3
Friday
grams,
night-
But 3 grams is a serious dose.
Yeah. So
Well, I mean,
before my
how are
Friday,
you able to?
this
been doing
so
this a lot.
Friday night late show. So this Friday, tomorrow night, every Friday night late show on the road, I take 3 grams of mushrooms and I go on stage. And it's amazing. It's the fucking best time. I don't. People are like, did they have a good time? I'm like, I don't know.
Like, I had a great
I had a fucking.
I was
great-
crushing as far as I know.
There was one
And
time.
does your kiddo do it too?
He doesn't. There was one. He takes care of me. He's the DD.
3 grams.
There was one time on stage. It was actually at Cap City, where I was up there and it was towards the end of the show and I was pretty high and I kept talking to Jacob, and then I turned around and I was like, dude, you know what I'm saying? He hadn't been on stage in like a half hour.
Yeah.
And the
Do you
audience
ever find yourself staring at something for too long?
Oh yeah. And last week when I moved my head, people's faces kind of moved
Yeah.
with
Went
me.
with it.
3
Yeah.
grams is a lot.
Oh, it was pretty. But dude,
You ever done mushrooms, B?
oh, you would love those.
Maybe a microdose a long time ago. But
You ever
nothing-
do them?
Oh, I've done 7 grams of mushrooms.
He did. They call what they call the
go
God
well.
dose.
That's a hero
It
trip.
didn't go
He was
well.
butt naked on the ground in a fetal position, yelling out some obscene words.
Yeah, yeah.
and farting nonstop.
Yeah, it was-
It was a nightmare.
I had
sir.
to
Where
be,
was
I had to be
that?
rescued by my wife.
He went to
It was
some
at a
retreat.
ceremony with people who bring their own pillows. It was not. It didn't go well.
It was outside.
Wait,
And
wait,
we-
wait.
And we can't say the word he was saying, but it's hilarious.
I don't know. Apparently, I was screaming lots of things that are absolutely inappropriate.
Why were you naked?
I don't remember any of it. No, I wasn't naked. I was farting very loud and hard though, and I thought I was in hell, and I was trying to get somebody's attention. I was trying to get somebody to pay attention to me to get me out of hell. So I was saying the most outrageous stuff because nobody was listening to me. And then I was asking for a manager because I was in hell and I needed to speak to a manager to get out because I had hit a portal. It
He was at a
Can I
Denny's
ask-
in Manhattan.
Can I
It was a
ask you?
fucking disaster.
What? Were you a mushroom taker? So to go from none to
I've
7
taken
is
serious
crazy.
mushrooms. I've taken.
But you asked for it, remember?
Yeah, well, I took 3 grams. I was in Mother Earth's vagina. It was
Amazing.
incredible. I was talking to a genie. It was great. And then
Amazing.
they invited me to partake in more medicine, and I took 4 grams.
Those people didn't take care of you.
It went very bad.
That's a huge jump,
But I don't
dude.
remember any of it. When I tell you I don't remember any of it, I don't.
But didn't you
remember.
do it to, like,
My
be
friend told me
kinder?
what happened. My other friend ran away. He took off.
Hell yeah.
High on mushrooms?
Yeah, my friend freaked me out because he freaked out and said, "We have to get out of here now." And he was pulling me to my feet, and I was like, "Ah!" And and I went crazy. I was also going through shit. It was bad.
But didn't you do it to like?
I was in a
calm
bad
down?
state of mind.
That's not a time to take
No,
mushrooms.
I was in a bad state of mind.
If your mind is in hell, that's where your trip will
If
take.
your mind's in hell, yeah, and my mind was not good.
But yeah, I mushrooms for me are my absolute favorite. And the next day I'm fine, and I feel
There's
like
no hangover.
but I also feel like calm and like at peace after I take mushrooms. And being on stage doing it, and a lot of times I'll be like, let's see where this goes. You guys ask me some questions.
Interesting.
And let's see what happens.
As long as you're having fun, though.
Oh my God, dude.
Oh, I got an update for you. I went to the dentist yesterday. It's a horror show. Because I'm terrified of the dentist. My wife forced me to go. So I go. The guy his son plays 11U. He's like, bro, what's up? Mustangs. I'm like, oh, this is cool. This is going well. We know each other. And then I go, I'll be honest with you, man. If you get out that silver little hook, I'm leaving. And he goes, we don't need to do that with technology. We can just do x-rays and all the stuff. And I can tell you what's wrong with your teeth just from all the pictures we take. Cool, say less. They do all the pictures, and then he's in there with like his assistant. And he's like, L1 disaster, 17 cracked, 14 cracked, 16 cracked, 18 cracked, 19 cracked. The back ones are literally cracked in half. Because when I lift, I grind my teeth. Damn. When I'm lifting hard, I grind my teeth. He's like, you got to wear a mouthpiece when you lift. I'm like, that ain't happening. Yeah. He's like, well, we got to figure it out, man. But he's like, so here's the thing. It's only going to get worse. And you have an overbite. I'm like, buddy, I'm 43.
Yeah.
Don't give a fuck about an overbite.
Yep.
It is what it is at this point. But he was like, but the cracked teeth is your issue. That's going to get really, really bad for you.
And painful.
That's what he said. He goes, because I'm in pain now all the time. He's like, it's going to get way worse. He's like, so my recommendation is you come back, we're going to put you to sleep. And he goes, and I'll knock it all out in about an hour, and then you'll be good to go for a long time.
Wow.
So
what's
he's
he going to do for you?
I got to get crowns. And buddy.
Just so you know, when whoever drives you
disaster.
home from there, if they ask you personal questions,
That's gonna be tough.
you'll answer them.
Yeah, I know.
So be very careful about
know.
who's driving you home.
I might have to drive you home.
You better go pick them up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah. Because you're just going to be.
Yeah, I don't need that. No. But yeah, so they're going to get an anesthesiologist supposed to call today on a scheduled appointment. He's like, yeah, but I'll be done in about an hour or two.
Oh,
We'll
you
knock
got
it all out.
It's going to be more than an hour, by the way.
Yes.
So you know.
But he's probably telling me an hour. It could be 6 hours.
Yeah, it's going to be a manual process. Once he gets in there, he's going to go, ooh. Yeah.
What are they going to do with the credit? Are they going to replace them?
Well, they got to probably
They got to
fix
cap
those.
them.
Yeah.
And then
so
they
they're
got
going to have to grind your teeth down and then cap them.
I hate the I don't mind the sound of the drill. It's the smell of the
I hate it all.
tooth.
Oh my
I fucking hate all of it.
God.
Boys, I got to run. We've been here 2 hours. But
shit.
I love
We've been
this.
in a hot second. Let's wrap it up. Brother, you're going to be at Cap City.
Yeah, Cap City, man.
Well, we love you, man.
I love
You're the
seeing you
OGs,
guys.
brother.
I want to let you know how happy I am for both of you.
It's
Great
to see you.
It's great to see you. You're still one of the funniest dudes, man. I know I reach out to you every now and then, but because we're around the same age and still doing it. But I love watching your clips and shit, dude.
Thank you, brother.
I do very
I
much.
The
love
TRT boys.
We're the
I'm
TRT
telling you, the boy
boys.
band is not the
TRT.
worst idea.
It's not the worst idea.
Which one of us is the dancer?
I'm the sexy one.
He's probably the dancer. I'm just like the hype man.
I'm the dancer.
Come
I
on,
can
come
dance.
on.
I can
You're
dance.
the puff?
Come on.
Yeah.
Take that.
Yeah.
Josh
Do it-
Wolf,
do it
everybody. We
self.
love you,
Zero
brother.
tickets.
You're the absolute best. You're at Cap Cities.
This weekend,
Jimmy Kimmel's
Austin,
Comedy
Texas.
Club. That's the Residency. There,
Yeah.
you're the Comedy Bar in Toronto.
I'm all over the place.
You're all over, dude. Well, we love you, man.
Thanks for having me.
Guys, come see me in
Inform me
Irvine,
up there.
California, April 10 and 11. I will.
All right, kids. Oh, go watch my new TV show on Tubi.
Ooh,
Gearhead's Gone Wild is available now. All 4 episodes. Hit it, Chin. This is the Fine Kid. We're out, but watch this video.
Two things I hate: terrorists and electric cars.
Why are you trying to go so fast?
Got 1,000 horsepower.
Let's go.
Right there.
That's the BFD there.
That's it.
BFD stands for Bigfoot's dick camshaft.
Super rare Porsche.
Maybe you overbuilt the trans a little bit?
If you're gonna party, you can't be blowing trans. We're gonna see if we can make Brandon Schaub shit his pants.
I think that car's gonna hit him harder than we can probably hit other people.